Hello, 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 beautiful babies at home. You're here with Core One. Hello. You're here with Core One. We are going to be finishing up our last body system. Our last body system is the nervous system, which is kind of weird that we're doing the nervous system last because it's the one that's in charge of everything. Okay, why, Miss Rose? All right, you've got, we are going to draw a picture of the nervous system. I'm going to start with the top, and I'm not going to be very good at drawing a brain, but I'm going to try. This is a brain. Okay, the brain is at the top of the nervous system. The brain is the boss. So the first component of the nervous system is the brain. Now, coming out of the bottom of the brain is what's called a spinal cord. Spinal cord goes down like this, and it runs all the way down to your booty. Okay? And what it is it is a bunch of nerves. Okay? And those nerves run through the center of your spine. So you know how you've got your spine that kind of looks like this on either side? Okay, the spine protects the spinal column. Makes sense, right? Because we learned that the skeletal system protects. So you've got these little bones that wrap around your spinal column to protect it. And so, and think of this as like a gigantic power strip running from your brain all the way down, okay? This is called the spinal column, S-P-I-N-A-L, or let's just call it the spinal cord. Okay, so number 2 is the spinal cord. Okay. And number 3 is branching off of the spinal cord is nerves that run all over your body. Okay, they go down to your fingertips, they go down to your toes, they go to your booty, they go to your tongue, they go everywhere. But they all start in the brain, run down here, and then they branch off and they go all over the body. So if you look closely at the picture, I'm going to zoom in on the picture. You'll see the brain, you'll see the spinal cord, and then you'll see the nerves that run all over the body. They go all the way down to the tips of your fingers. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back out. This is the brain, the spinal cord, and then you've got nerves. These are the 3 main components of the nervous system. All right, now the function. Let's talk about the function. This is what it's made of. This is what it looks like. But now we're going to talk about what does it do? What is the function of the nervous system? Well, number 1 bullet point under here is you're going to write it is the boss. B-O-S-S. Miss Ross, you said sun was a boss. Well, the brain is the boss of the body. Yeah, you're the earth and the brain is the sun. Yes, it's the boss of the body. Now, your brain tells every other thing in your body what to do. It's the boss of the body. It controls the body. It controls the body. How does it control the body? How does it control the body? It sends signals. And I'm going to highlight control and I'm going to highlight signals because those are your key words for nervous system. It sends signals all over the body. It sends signals and messages. So like, for example, let's say Jaden is cooking on the stove. let's say that Jaden is cooking on the stove. We're gonna draw a picture of a hot, you know what they look like. A hot pot looks like this, and put a pot on the stove. And Jaden is not paying attention, and he accidentally grabs this side, okay, of the pot instead of the pot with the rubber handle. Okay, he grabs this part. So what happens, and you might notice this, you might notice if you've ever touched something hot, you don't get the message right away that it's hot, do you? It takes a second. You'll put your hand out and you'll touch something hot and then you go, oh, geez, that's hot, okay? And the reason why is because the heat has to, the message has to go from your nerves and the tip of your fingers. It has to go all the way up to your brain. Your brain has to go, danger, danger, pull your hand away, fool. And then that signal has to go back down to your hand. And then your muscles and your muscles tell you, your muscle and your brain work together and you pull your hand out. Okay, so for example, watch this. I want for Carson, come up here. Carson's gonna put her hand right here. Okay. Now, in an ideal world, if Carson was in charge of Carson will be able to grab this before it even moves an inch, right? Okay, does that make sense? Put your hand up there, and I'm going to, hold on, put in your little hand just like that, yes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to drop it. She doesn't know when, but you're gonna see that it's gonna take a second because the message has got to go from from her eyes, looking at it. Oh my God, it's dropping to her brain, to her hand. Are you ready? Okay, it took a second. She didn't grab it right away. Let's try again. Okay, she couldn't grab it in the first second because it takes a second. Now me, I know when I'm gonna drop it, watch. Okay, I knew, but I can't do that going the other way. Hold this up for me. All right, now let's see how long it takes Miss Ross to grab it. Okay, it takes a second for the signal to go from your brain to your hand to stop, okay? All right, so the brain, the signal goes from your hand to your brain. Draw your brain over here. Your brain goes, pull back, fool. This is supposed to be your brain. Don't talk about my funny drawing. The signal goes from your hand to your brain, and then your brain sends a signal back to your hand that says, pull back, fool. Pull back. Pull back, fool. All right, and that is what the nervous system is. It's all about control, signals, and messages.